Elusive Deathmaster, your enemies here are oblivious of your presence. Use the knowledge you have acquired from the East to secure these lands for Clan Eshin. Brutish orcs and vile goblins gather along the coast. Their savagery will not protect them from the blade in the shadows. See to their removal. The Dragon Isles to the south hide many powerful monsters, some unknown in nature. Such threats should be dealt with carefully, but ruthlessly. The dwarfs dwell in the nearby mountains, holding out against the greenskins. Let them kill one another, then take what is left of their crumbling realms. Send the agents of Eshin out into the world, Deathmaster. With the weeping blades in claw and tail, you are but a creeping rumor that will cause all to fear the shadows.
Hello, monsters abound, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, and the first part of a brand new campaign as Clan Eshin, and as...
Sneak, shift.
No, Deathmaster... You're supposed to say Deathmaster Snikch.
Lord of the Assassins.
Oh, close enough. It's Deathmaster Snikch, anyway, there he is. And I've been looking forward to playing this campaign, because, I'll be honest, Clan Eshin, pretty fun, pretty good. I've been trying them out, trying to learn the mechanics, and I think I've generally got them down to pat, I think. Anyway, so they've got each of these DLCs is just better than the last, isn't it? And this one was the one previous to the last one. So this one had Deathmaster Snikch, and of course Malice down here. And I do think Deathmaster Snikch got the more interesting mechanic, and a mechanic that I would actually really like to see implemented in other Total War games, to be honest. But before we get into that, let's have a look at Deathmaster Snikch himself.
Sneak, sneak.
Fine, don't say your name. Be like that. You go back in your box, creepy old bastard. Right, so Deathmaster Snitch is the Grand Night Lord's agitator. Regardless of the mark, Snitch always finds a way to get close. Regardless... and to my heart. And regardless of the Night Lord's motives, the Deathmaster always sees his master's will done. So he has increased ambush success chance, which is really good because our normal stance allows us to ambush. Melee attack increase for embedded heroes, very nice. And concealment bombs, that's all good. Skills wise, he gets the Whirl of Weeping Blades, which is a nice magic item there. And he gets the Cloak of Shadows, which is nice defensive. And he also is an expert thief. Gets Rat Foo. I think some of the other Clan Eshin assassins get that as well. From the shadows, which makes him stalk unspotable, and also the ability to snipe. Does he have missile attacks? I don't think so. Anyway, yes, jump scares. That increases his ambush success chance by another 10%, so he gets 35% ambush success chance as base. Enemy units are afflicted with temporary defensive penalties at the beginning of the ambush battle, and enemy reduction in leadership for the local region. Gets Scurry Fast Quick, so that's increased campaign movement range, and a Strider. He also gets Conceal Heighten, which increases speed for all infantry units, which is very, very nice, and Concealment Bombs for Night Runners and Gust Runners, that's also very nice. Contract Loopholes, which reduces upkeep by 25% for all units in his army, which is fucking amazing, and increases Hero and Lord Recruit rank, and Just Dodge It, which increases melee defense and gives us physical resistance. And then finally, Sabotage and Unrest, which immediately causes siege attrition at reduced rate when besieging enemy settlements and reduces public order in the local region, all of which are pretty good. Can't go wrong with that. And we've also got Stitch, because someone requested the name Stitch long, long ago, and so therefore I have remembered to do it. I know. Wonders may never cease. We've got ejected, that doesn't really matter. Right, we've also got the Chief Assassin of Clan Eshin, so this is the faction bonuses, so we get access to Clan Eshin's Shadowy dealings. This is a very cool mechanic. We also get increased recruitment cost by 200% for all non-Eshin units. Now, that's not upkeep, that's just recruit. So once we've recruited them, it's fine, but upkeep is... recruitment cost is going to be very, very expensive, even for sort of bog standard units. We also have clan loyalty, so Eshin Lords never defect, and also our Night Runners and Gut Runners have armor-piercing, warp-infused projectiles, which are very, very potent. Now, Clan Eshin's main sort of mechanic is the Shadowy dealings, which is such a good mechanic. I fucking love it. So basically, we are selling our services to the other clans. So we have Clan Modz, we have Clan Moulder, Clan Scryer, and Clan Pestilence. And they will either like us, which increases our diplomatic relations, increases some and gives us some bonuses, and also reduces recruitment costs for units sort of attributed to that clan. So, for example, for Clan Modz, it reduces recruitment costs for Clan Rats and Storm Vermin. Pretty good. For Clan Moulder, it is going to reduce cost for Rat Ogres and Hellpit Abominations. Trash. Poor Clan Moulder. Poor Clan Moulder. It's also going to reduce construction costs by 2%, which, I'll be honest, isn't great. Physical resistance, though, not bad. Not bad. Clan Scryer is going to basically allow us to recruit those weapon teams and increase armor, which is quite nice, and also give us research rate, which is good. And then Clan Pestilence is going to generate food for all armies. And I think armies cost 1 food each, so basically it makes each army free food-wise, which is fairly useful. Also, we get more melee defense and recruitment cost reduction for monks and Plagueclaw catapults, which is very nice. Now, alternatively, if we piss them off, then we're going to basically reduce our diplomatic relations and get some deficits instead of the bonuses. So research rate there, construction cost increase, and of course public order. Now, of all of these, I'll be honest, Clan Moulder is probably the easiest to shit on, because Clan Moulder, they're only going to reduce cost for Rat Ogres and Hellpit Abominations, both of which aren't great units. And, I mean, the construction cost reduction is garbage. And frankly, plus 4%, who gives a shit? You know, who gives a shit? So basically, any chance we get to shit on Clan Moulder, we're going to do it, because I don't really give a flying toss about them. And we also have Clan Eshin actions. So, what we can do here is basically send our agents on little missions, which is quite good. So, for example, we could burglarize. So that's going to give us an ancillary. I kind of want an ancillary. So what we can do is we can say I'm going to burglarize. You see, we get the option to burglarize. I'm going to target Pig Barter, and I'm going to send Deathmaster Snikch to do it. Now, the cooldown for this is 10 turns, and these do cost these schemes, these ones here. Now, these will replenish themselves at certain points, and we can get, now currently we've only got 1, we can gain the ability to unlock more, which is quite nice. And there is also a option to do something that basically replenishes them all, which has a cooldown. So we kind of spend these to then do actions, but we have another action which we can then spend to, is it stash rations or something like that? I can't remember. Anyway, no problem. Either way, we're going to send Deathmaster Snitch to do this. We have burglarized. We've got a thing. What do we get? Hang on. Close. A Tormentor Sword. That's actually very, very nice. So we're going to give that to Deathmaster Snikch. There we go. He's also leveled up, which is really, really useful. So we can actually give him Root Marcher. Now, not just that, but we can also stash rations. So stash rations resets all used schemes. So sorry, we've used up our scheme. It says 5 turns until we get a new scheme, but we can do this, and we can say, Deathmaster Snitch, go and do that. That is going to use some of our food. However, it's also going to mean that, 1, we can do another action, and 2, Deathmaster Snitch is now level 2. Or 3. So we can give you tail weapon? You know what? Ambush success chance is pretty good. Okay, so far, so underhanded and sneaky and all that kind of shenanigans. Now, we can then do another one, basically. So we could do a food raid. Still up to 1,000 from a settlement. Yeah, there's still some money from Pig Barter. And we're going to send Deathmaster Snitch to do it. Bosh. That means Deathmaster Snitch is now level 4. Now, at level 5, we can do the Night Lord Say So, which is going to send Deathmaster Snitch off for 2 turns, but is going to unlock another shadowy scheme thingy for us, which is quite nice. So already, Deathmaster Snitch is level... He's not done anything, and he's level 4. So far, so good. Now, you don't have to send Deathmaster Snitch. You can send anyone on these little shenanigans, and it's pretty good. So we're going to send Stitch into the army. And look at this. Look at this. Elbog Core Lobber He's got his back turned to us, the stupid fool.
Master Snitch.
So let's kill him. Oh, we've got an ambush. What a surprise.
Break them. Yes. Yes.
We're starting off with a lovely ambush battle. I mean, we'll be having a few ambush battles because, obviously, Skaven, some fanatics doing some early damage there. Not too much, well, I say not too much damage. They did wreck half the unit. And plus, these Night Goblins and Nasty Skulkers are tearing through our clan routes with terrifying ease. Meanwhile, we've got a nice big blob of units over here, and that means that our Warp Grinders can grind away. That's right, they're gonna give the Goblins a good old drilling. Good hard drilling, good hard grinding. Maybe some slut drops. Can Skaven do slut drops? Not sure. I'm going to assume that's what's happening because Goblins seem to be exploding left, right and centre. Can you assume that the Goblins are witnessing a Skaven do a slut drop, and then their heads are literally exploding with the horror of what they've witnessed. Got slingers unloading into the backs of these Goblins as well, so that's doing a lot of damage. But the sort of our left flank has collapsed, and that means that the Warp Grinders are being surrounded. You can see Stitch there chucking some. He's got 44 kills, which is not bad with just some shurikens. The Warp Grinders are getting their asses kicked by these nasty skulkers. Unfortunately, we're just not in a very, very good position, so they're getting overwhelmed. That's fine though. They're not great. I mean, they did do some damage, but to be honest, I can take or leave them. Deathmaster Snikch is trying to get the enemy general, but unfortunately, the enemy general seems to just be shooting him with mind bullets, and that's quite annoying. But there we go. He's got himself stuck in the middle there, and Deathmaster Snikch can now carve him up. There we go. That's pretty good. Yeah, just tearing through him. Deathmaster Snikch, of course, a very good assassin, as you would expect, and so very good at taking out enemy characters. Our force is now flipping around to deal with these Night Goblins and Nasty Skulkers. You can see our Gutter Runners coming around from behind, getting a lot of shots into the back. Oof. Oh, God. The clan, the Eshin Triads, getting just smashed in the face by fanatics, taking so much damage there. Fortunately, the Gutter Runners now in a good position to come in from the back, cut straight through a lot of those Night Goblins with their armor-piercing. Not that the Goblins have much armor. Armor-piercing shurikens. Once we can buff them up, that'll be perfect. Oh, look, so much damage there. The enemy general is being chased off the battlefield. He's got 26 health points. And as soon as Deathmaster Snikch gets his little hands on him, he'll be out of here. But in the meantime, the rest of the army is gone, leaving us with a victory. The first of many. No, not the prettiest battle I've ever done, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll nom them. Oh, we've got a biting blade as well. That's pretty good. Okay, let's finish off these dweebs. Just, there we go. That'll do. Do I take the replenishment? Or... I'm going to take the replenishment. And then we'll come back, because then we can replenish. And also, Deathmaster Snikch is now level 6. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to get that. I'm also going to get Expert Thief. Oh, all slippery. I mean, that extra speed. But I do like stealing shit, so we're going to do that. And Stitch has leveled up as well, so he can get some more warp stars. And I quite like... I'm going to get Veil of Shadows, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. Now, building options. There's a few things we could do here. One of which is just go for growth early on. So we could go for the Rattling Warrens. That is going to give us extra replenishment, but it means we can't recruit anymore. I'm going to go for the Hidden Lair, because I just think being able to recruit some more useful stuff is better, because at the moment we can just recruit Skaven slaves, and they're not very good, to be honest.
Eshin victorious. Yes.
Let's just get some bog standard Skaven slaves. I mean, you know, it's something, and we're going to have devious plans, just going to reduce the upkeep of our Skaven slaves, because we're going to stop feeding them. Useless bastards. Well, they're eating anyway. Right, so we're going to grab the Haunted Forest. Now, taking Pigbarter and Shattered Cove can be a little bit tricky because the Orcs will be recruiting there. Obviously, we don't have much stuff, and they can recruit more stuff faster than we can. Not a problem, though, because we're going to recruit... I mean, you've seen how good our Gutter Runners and Night Runners are, right? We just need more of them. We just need more of them. If we can just get some more of them. An entire stack of armor-piercing, shuriken-wielding rat people. Pretty good. Okay, so we need to recruit the following hero. Assassin. The Cloak of Shadows has been stolen. What, from Snikch? Really? We'll need enemies going to his favourable chance of dealing with malice. But perhaps more importantly, Snikch's reputation could be at stake if news of the treachery were to reach out to the other clans. Therefore, we must find out who took it and get it back. A network of assassins would enable Snikch to begin to exert his influence to a greater extent than before. The thief will likely hear of the increased activity from Clan Eshin soon. Let them fear us. And we need, for the Weeping Blades, we just need to kill 1,000 people. That's pretty easy, I'm going to be honest. There we've got the Devious Plan, very nice. And we can upgrade to the Assassin's Hideout, so that's going to let us recruit the Gutter Runners. We can't get the Poison Gutter Runners yet, but that's okay. That's 2k, but that's fine. Okay, let's bop the Haunted Forest. Really? Hang on. What, really? These guys? Okay, fine.
Yes.
I'd rather they didn't. Says Deathmaster Snikch doing some fancy moves. Now currently, these guys are hidden. And as you can see, they're not very... Now, how the fuck were they spotted from that distance? It's miles away. Like, they were spotted from there, and I'm like, but they're nowhere close. And the bloody Goblin Great Shaman tries to get a shot off. Mostly manages... Oh, Deathmaster Snitch does take a little bit of a blat from the side there, but he's now going around the mountains. Meanwhile, we've got all the rocks anyway. We've got some Night Runner Slingers. They actually outrange the archers, which is fine. So we can do some early damage there. Looking pretty good. We're coming around the rock there. I was trying to stay hidden, but frankly, that didn't seem to work very well, so... we are now hidden again, apart from Deathmaster Snitch, who is not hidden for some reason. Fuck knows why. Doesn't matter. Never mind. So Stitch is engaging these Orc boys, as are the Eshin Triads. Now the Eshin Triads should do very well against these Orc boys, in theory, but it says they're losing. Fortunately, we've got the Gutter Runners coming in from behind. Deathmaster Snitch is hunting down the enemy general, who's making a run for it. Night Runners coming around behind as well, so we can get some shots in the Goblins. Our front line does not do particularly well. Yeah, the Skaven Slaves just get annihilated, but that's kind of... You know, it's kind of to be expected, to be honest. Skaven Slaves are probably only slightly better than Bretonnian men-at-arms. However, Stitch has some new tricks up his sleeve, like this one. So this... Now... To be honest, I should have cast this directly on top of the Orc boys, because this disrupts enemy units, it doesn't disrupt our units. And if it's disrupting their units, they can't get attacks in and we can. Which is just as well, because the Clan Eshin Triads are taking an absolute beating for some reason. It feels like they've got all the hallmarks to be good, but they just... I guess they don't have much better stats than the Orc boys, really. Apart from the armor piercing, and the Orcs don't really have much armor, so... Oh well. The Gutter Runners coming in from behind to help out. Getting some good hits in there. There we go. Charging in from the rear. These Orc boys not going to be very happy with that. They're routing now. I'm going to be able to be cut down. Deathmaster Snitch has dealt with the enemy general. That means he can come in to help out the Skaven Spears with these other Orc boys. Orc boys turning out to be quite a pain in the ass, as it turns out. Of course, nothing Deathmaster Snitch can't deal with. Which is just as well, really. We need some more Gutter Runners. Okay, well, I might have forgotten just how bad clan rats are. Never mind. It's going to cost me food, but I kind of want to go level 3. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Ooh, I know. Nice. Talisman of Endurance. Very, very nice. We've got the Sudden Kill Scheme, which I think increases the strength of our... Yeah, so for one turn, it does have a 30-turn cooldown, but for one turn we get increased missile strength by 20%, more speed, stalk, and snipe for all units. which is pretty good, to be honest, but it is only for 1 turn every 30 turns. So, you know, gotta be careful when you use that one. Okay, let's go for Inspiring Presence. I want to make my Night Runners and Gutter Runners better. I feel like that's going to be key. And I also like Veil of Shadows because it just knocks shit around. Okay, let's repair that. Do we want the wood? Not really. I'll be honest, not really. We're going to get more replenishment. And everything else is going to cost so much to recruit that I don't think there's much point doing it. So I think we're just going to go for walls. Just in case. Now, obviously, we need more food because we just hemorrhage. But I feel like getting the rank 3 is going to give us more growth in the long run than we would get from being, say, in a food shortage instead. So I think that's probably optimal. And we can, of course, get more Night Runners. I do quite like the slings. So let's do something like that. It doesn't give us much of a front line, but then who needs a front line when you got Gutter Runners? More weapon strength and missile strength for our Night Runners and Gutter Runners. Yes, I'll take that. Good. So far, so good. Okay, so we've got a Pestilence contract. So if we go and have a look at our contracts, we can spy on Clan Moulder. And I'm like, yep, no problem. I am more than happy to go and spy on Clan Moulder. Do I send Deathmaster Snikch to do this? Yes, I do. We'll be taken off the map for a few turns. Oh, because that's going to... 5 turns recovery. Okay, in that case, what we're going to do is we're going to recruit... no. We're going to recruit an assassin. We should have done that last turn. I forgot. Never mind. Let's get Bilefitch. Or do we want... You know what? Let's get you. So that's also going to advance our Cloak of Shadows quest. So we need to carry out a successful assassination attempt. Eshin assassins have picked up rumours of an ambitious and foolish ratling who recently came into possession of some powerful equipment and is trying to establish his own clan. It can only be the treacherous thief, though he must be getting help from an unknown source in order to do it so quickly, without drawing the attention of the 13. Start by killing anyone who might know something. Someone will squeak when they hear Snikch is on the hunt, reaffirming the reputation of Clan Eshin in the process. Okay. Can do. But first... right, we're going to send you... Bosh. Yep, that's fine. Now, obviously, that means Clan Moulder are unfriendly. Who gives a shit? Realistically, who gives a flying... I do not give a flying toss about Clan Moulder. Maybe in the next expansion, next DLC, they'll actually, you know, be good. But at the moment, Rat Ogres are, at best, okay. And Hell Pit Abominations are just rubbish, to be honest. They don't do anything. Okay, let's get the Nest Nursery. Do I want to upgrade this? Or am I happy? I'm going to upgrade it. Sure. Okay, we're gonna get on. Look at this. Look at us moving. Look at us go. Holy shit. Now, these guys cost 885 to recruit, which is quite expensive. But having a front line to get mauled while my assassins do their stuff is... And the other option is I just get slaves, but slaves do get, like, mulched fairly quickly. Ah, fuck it, we'll get slaves. They're cost effective. I mean, who cares if they die? Not me! Okay, so far so good. How many assassins can I have, actually? Or can I have another one? Oh. You have sharp claws. I'm going to recruit you. And we're going to come down here. Okay, so far... So far, so good. What's our public order like? Not great, but not the worst thing we could be doing. I mean, 6 per turn is actually not too bad. That's 12 turns. We've got 12 turns to get this province under control. And I'm feeling pretty good about that. Oh, we've got Clan Moors contracts. Okay, is it also shitting on Clan Moulder? It's on Clan Pestilence. So we've currently got 10 reputation. It's going to drop... Right, what will that do to them? It reduces it by 5. So it's still worth doing. So we send you 5 turns. Yeah, let's do that. That's going to annoy Clan Pestilence a little bit, but Clan Moulder are happy, and Clan Pestilence are still not that pissed off. So that's a win all round. Oh, I could wait here for a turn, but I think there's probably... There's just the one army there. And it's mostly goblins. Interesting. Okay, get a little bit closer. We'll lay an ambush, and then we'll jump them next turn. In the meantime, let's get defences there, just in case. Public order has... No, so public order will actually get better. So thanks to the lack of scave and corruption in the region, it actually won't be too bad. Okay, they do have another army. But what we can do is attack it, probably get the ambush on. Yeah. Kill you. Hang on, you died. You died, mates. Fucking... Anyway, that's going to give us experience, because every battle gives you experience, so no biggie. Let's go with... Ooh, jump scare. Let's do that. Stitch, you can have Toxic Rain. Yeah, let's go Toxic Rain. And then I think we're just going... Now, it does mean that that orc is going to come in, but he's only got 227 health left, so... And this is mostly goblins. Is this fine? It's probably alright, isn't it?
Eshin move unseen.
Yeah, so the Orc Warlock came in as reinforcements for the main army, and, well, Deathmaster Snikch was waiting for him. Yeah, he didn't get very far, did he? Never mind. Right, the rest of the army, though, I'm going to be honest, goblins, actually kind of better than our clan rats. And Orc Boys a lot better. So we're fairly outnumbered here. We do have some things in our favour. Armor-piercing missiles, a terrifying legendary lord, and some slot-dropping warp grinders. So, you know, could be worse. Got big old drills. I mean, the greenskins are everywhere. We're in most places. Our slingers, though, are better than their archers, so there is that. On the enemy left flank, our right flank, we've sent some of our clan rats to engage some units here. Now, this is looking pretty good because we can get some nice early shots off at their back, which is going to do a lot of damage. And probably kill some of our own clan rats, but whatever. Stitch dropping some magic directly on... Oh, you can see they're just getting knocked their arse there. That spell seems quite laggy in replays for some reason. Who knows why. Deathmaster Snikch taking a long way around as he's going to have to go and deal with the Goblin Great Shaman. Our front line is not looking particularly good. You can see already these Orc Boys tearing through the Skaven slaves. Yep, smashed through them. Lots of units starting to flee on the left flank there. Another unit of Summoned Clan Rats chasing off some archers. Deathmaster Snikch coming in to deal with the Goblin Great Shaman. Oh, I really hate getting blasted in the face by that spell. Oh, get him. Nice. That's it. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Right flank. Our Summoned Clan Rats have disintegrated because that's what happens to them. And that means our Gust Runners are on the move. However, they can kite. Meanwhile, our Night Runners with our slings are also running away and waiting for more of our units to rally. Stitch is being chased by a horde of goblins. Run, little guy, run! Deathmaster Snikch, though, is... Yeah, he's easily dealing with the Goblin Great Shaman. That's just absolute He's really fast as well. Get his Snikch. Rip his face off. Nice. Good stuff. Meanwhile, we're pulling back and concentrating fire on each unit at a turn. And as you can see, we can do a lot of damage to these units when we focus fire on them, which is what we need to be doing. Stitch is tanking lots of goblins. He's probably okay with that, though. He's probably fine doing that. Lots, yeah, you can see lots of goblins getting torn apart by the slings and shurikens. And then our gutter runners moving out. Gutter runners are actually very, well, I say very good. They're not bad melee infantry. They are adequate, which is fine. Night Runner's going to deal with the Orc Boys. The Orc Boys are also getting shot. And the Orc Boys don't really want to fight us by the looks of it, which is fine by me. Deathmaster Snikch, having dealt with the Goblin Great Shaman, is now carving his way through some goblins, which he's going to have no problem with, let's be honest. It's not the best place to have him. He doesn't really have enough armor and melee defense to tank big units, but at this level of sort of at this stage in the game, he is more than capable of dealing with that. So we're wiping out little individual units, and this is something that can happen to you as a player if you're fighting a Skaven. The Skaven will run away and then rally, and if your units are chasing them, the likelihood of getting like surrounded and cut off by the rest of your army is quite high, and that can be quite dangerous. I mean, it's still the balance of power is very much in our favour. Some nice little shurikens going there. Stitch getting up the 35 kills, not bad. Chasing down some of these lads. Deathmaster Snikch now with 51 kills. Chopped his way through quite a few goblins. Now we just need to make sure these units don't come back, which is they are more than likely to, even though we've killed the enemy general. You see some clan rats have been broken there, but the goblins have taken a lot of damage. Our Night Runners are better than the goblins, so we'll be able to finish them off. It's not looking too bad. They still have some archers which are proving to be a little bit annoying, so we need to deal with them. Meanwhile, you can see that we've managed to deal with most of the enemy army. Some of them are now coming back to battle, including some archers over there. The archers are going to be a bit of a problem, especially because our Night Runner slingers are running low on ammo. But we need to focus fire on those goblin archers. I really don't want to have to be chasing them around the map because it's just going to be incredibly irritating. However, it looks like a lot of units are now routing, and of course units that rout numerous times will shatter for good. Oof, big volley of slings coming in, doing considerable damage to those goblin archers. Yeah, very good, cutting them down. That's another unit routing, more units coming back, but they're coming in piecemeal now, which means our slingers can concentrate fire on each unit at a time. And that, of course, means lots of damage very, very quickly. That's going to break the units. And as a unit breaks, units nearby are also going to take morale hits. And if that happens enough, then we should see the entire army break and run. You can see these goblins are not super happy. Our clan rats aren't super happy either, but that's because most of them are dead. There we go, routed and shattered. Won the day, but barely. God, clan rats are so bad. Well, that was a little bit closer than I would have liked, but that, you know, it was fine. It was fine. It was fine. And we've got a lot of food, which is very good. All those normie goblins. And a banner of verminous scurrying. Melee attack, melee defense, speed. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm going to pop that on the triads, because they're one of the only decent units that I have. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go with level 2. I'm going to go with level 2. Seems fine. We've got an engineering student. +5 armor for Skaven weapon teams, which is those guys. And oh god, did we complete the quest? Has he got his? Well, yeah, we did. We completed his quest. Lovely. Good. We killed 1,000 people, so we get the Whirl of Weeping Blades, which is a nice little vortex attack. more armor piercing, weapon damage, and all that kind of good stuff. And also leadership increase for all of our Clan Eshin units, assuming they're rank 7 or above. Now, we can get this, contract loopholes, because minus 25% upkeep for all units is too good not to fucking take right away. So we're going to do that. Stitch is, I kind of want to give him Ratkuruta, that one. But I'm going to give him Skitterleap, because the sooner we can grab Black Whirlwind, the better, because that's a nasty little vortex that could do a lot of damage, and we kind of need it. Okay, so they're relegated to Shattered Cove. Now, I think... Now, one of the nice things is, although Imric probably doesn't like us very much, no he doesn't, but he probably likes us more than Malice does. And Malice is still getting established. You can see the Shattered Stone Isle here still under the control of the Lizardman faction that starts off down there. So the sooner we can go in and grab that territory, because especially because it's got some ports, and that's going to bring in some money for us, and that could be quite nice. So we need to do that. And we've got a rubbish pit here. Do I want that? Does reduce... No, we don't get rid of that. Demolish that one. We do need walls here just to be on the safe side. I mean, storm vermin are going to be ludicrously expensive, so I'm not going to do that. I am going to get the breeding pit, though.
Snitch, yes.
And then we can get 3 units, so I'm going to merge them and them, and then I'm going to get rid of you.
Deathmaster Snikch.
And then I'm going to get some... Do I want gutter runners or gutter runner slingers? Oh, choices. I mean... Let's do something like that. I still want a front line of sorts, and, you know, we have it. So that's fine. If we can get up to the Den of Secrets, I need some more growth. Growth is a bit of a problem, but if we can grab the Shattered Cove, then we can push on to deal with Malice. But that, it's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.